Hi, good afternoon viewers and welcome back. I'm now at Watson's Bay, which is very close to South Head in Sydney Harbour, and I've programmed a trip here to take us down the east coast beaches, dropping off at a number of the beaches and ending up at Perouse, just to see how full self-driving will handle that. So it's now 2:03 p.m. on Tuesday the 21st of October. This is about 4.5, nearly 5 weeks since FSD 13.2.9 was released in Australia, and I've been using it for Ubering quite successfully. I'm just taking a break in the afternoon, and let's head down the coast and see how FSD goes with all of the windy roads in and around beaches and headlands, etc. Alright, let us press and hold. Be attentive, keep your hands on the wheel. We're starting this trip in Watson's Bay, and just to the left here is the walking track that goes out to Hornby Lighthouse on South Head. There's also a naval establishment up here on the left. Right, let's see how we go. There's a bit of an acute angle intersection here, but fortunately it's very low traffic and both other directions have stop signs. HMAS Watson is the name of the naval establishment there. Around the roundabout, watch out for the concrete please. Track up please Stephen, not north, up. I do think FSD does tend to get too close to other cars which are manoeuvring like that. It would be more courteous for it to hold back a bit until the other driver has sorted out what they're doing. Massive pedestrians. Look like they're out for a picnic. Or they've been for a picnic. Either had a picnic in the park there, or they're heading for a picnic on the headland there. There's the infamous The Gap just here. Okay, go now. Yes, the Gap there has unfortunate fame in being a place for suicide. Oh, oh, that's not helpful. You can't go that way. It says detour, road closed. Did you not read the sign? Detour here, thank you. Okay. Shortly be back on track. back there was South Head, and this is Old South Head Road. There is a lighthouse back there on South Head called Hornby Lighthouse, and straight in front of us here we've got Macquarie Lighthouse, and I think this is a weather radar from memory. Oh, sorry, no, that's not Macquarie Lighthouse. This one up on the left. This one on the left is Macquarie Lighthouse. Oh God, stop reading those bloody signs. Reading the 40 sign off the back of a bus again, please, please, please fix this. What is the real speed limit anyway? Right. Leave a voice message. Now, we're about to turn left to stay on Old South Head Road. To the right there is New South Head Road, which roughly follows the coastline of the south side of the harbour towards the city. We're now in Rose Bay. For those of you who are fans of the Bondi Vet television program, the Bondi Vet is just along here, somewhere on the left, I think. Somewhere here, not there. Maybe in this next block. Not that one. It might be just up here a bit, but we're about to turn left. No, can't stick to the main roads when you're doing an interesting drive, can you? We're going to weave our way around all the eastern suburbs beaches. First one, of course, will be the world famous Bondi beach. Yeah, handle that little intersection with no problem. Don't run over the cyclist. Don't get too close to the cyclist. Speed limit's 40. About to turn right onto Wayaroa and then turn right onto Campbell. There's Bondi Beach straight out there. There's a road divider here. We can go out into the centre and wait here for the left to clear. That's well done. Keep going, come on. What are you waiting for? Okay, let me just get rid of that next stop. No, don't want to do that. I said edit trip. Take out Candle Parade. On to the next one. Which will be, come on. Which will be Bronte Beach. There's the Bondi Pavilion just on the left here. Stop for the orange, thank you. Can we add icebergs in? Let's just add in another stop down Bondi Icebergs. That's a swimming club and also a a restaurant and bars, etc. there. We'll wander down there. That's an interesting little street, and it's a warmish day, so there might be a lot of pedestrians. There we go. You're over the lane line there, Wesley. Side, I've got another one. We'll have to keep going. We can't go there today, so edit trip, take out icebergs, done. That's a shame. Oh well. It's another popular Uber destination, Bondi Iceberg Club there. Often take people there going for lunch. Right. Let me see. Can we put in Tamarama Beach here? I think we're still going to go up. I didn't really want to go that way. I want to actually go left there. Never mind, let's take out Tamarama Beach. We'll head for Bronte Beach. Another random blinker. We have got a left turn coming up, but it wasn't there. Now we've got a left turn. Still crossed an unbroken line there. Shouldn't do that. Slow down for the speed bump to 19. That's all right. Notice that at some of those speed bumps, speed humps, whatever they're called, the longer ones, oh, does it slow down to 20? Did it see something back there that said 20? Anyway, a lot of those speed humps, they will approach the speed bump, arrive at the speed bump just a little bit too fast, and then continue to slow down as it's going over the speed bump. These longer ones, the ones I mean, that will slow down there and then continue to slow down. It should be doing the slowing down, should do all of the slowing down before it gets there. Right, left into Bronte Road, heading towards Bronte Beach. Bronte House on the left hand, historic site. Now let's take out the next destination and we will continue on to Clovelly Beach. But first, we'll have a look at Bronte Beach on the left here. Yeah, Bronte Beach off to the left. Another popular destination when I'm working in the eastern suburbs. The flags are out, so the lifeguards must be working today. Just saw one of the earlier BYDs there, back when they had Build Your Dreams across the back of the car instead of BYD. That's another thing, it tends to also approach these bend too fast and then slow down in the bend. It's very like learner driver behaviour. Which is strange because I thought that FSD AI was trained by watching experienced human drivers. I don't know if the average human driver drives that way, like drives into a bend and then slows down in the bend. Okay, come on, go now. Plenty of room. Now a little left and right. FSD and the cabin camera. Don't seem to mind these sunglasses. Time to remove the next destination. As there's nowhere else to go down here. Clow Valley Beach is further down there, but we're going to chuck a U-turn here. Yep, good, nice U-turn. I also get quite a few trips to this hotel on the right here. What's the name of it? Didn't catch the name of it, but I do get quite a few Uber trips going to there when I'm in the eastern suburbs. Or the eastern beachside suburbs, that is. Left into Arden Street and then heading down towards Coogee Beach. I was coming up this hill one time in the rain and there was a truck in front of me, and pretty well all the way up the hill he was getting wheel slip, although I remember dropping back to make sure I didn't get too close to him, just in case he did eventually end up rolling back, or sliding back rather. Edit. That's Coogee Beach on the left, and now we're heading for Maroubra Beach. No, so many buses here. 1, 2, 3, 4 buses. I'm going to pick up 40 signs off. Picked up the 40 sign off the back of a bus again. Please fix this. Picked up the 40 sign off the back of a bus again. Please fix this. Got to remember to press the button before speaking. Now, I don't know if you can see it there, but you see where the 40 sign is, and immediately next to the 40 sign there are 2 orange lights flashing, and the bus is stopped. That's the situation in which the 40 speed limit applies, but only while passing the bus. If the bus is not stopped, or those 2 lights immediately next to the 40 sign are not flashing, then the 40 limit does not apply. And I wish Tesla would learn that. There we are, Coogee Beach on the left. Green for go. Here's another bus. $40 again. Let's see if I can press the right button. Oh, come on, go, go. Read the 40 sign off the back of a bus again, please fix this. Come on. Randwick Cemetery straight ahead. Quite a few cemeteries up and down these eastern suburbs, beach suburbs. It's 2:38. School zones are now active. And this bus has those two signs, so we should be going past at 40, no more than 40 kilometres an hour. Now that we're past it, we can go back up to the general speed limit. Reading the 40 sign off the back of a bus and applying it as a general speed limit. The speed limit only applies when we're passing the bus and if the orange lights are flashing. Maybe if I report it a million times, the computer might summarise it and tell some human in Tesla that this seems to be a significant problem which needs to be addressed. Who knows? Well, we're doing a hard left here. Not a little left, a big left. That's the way. Good boy. So here we are, heading down to Maroubra Beach. A bit overcast this afternoon. It was all bright and sunny this morning. Right, we'll take this one out. Maroubra Beach. Oh, another road. Oh no, it's a road closed for a fun run coming up. Anyway, there's Maroubra Beach to the left. You can be a bit further to the right in this lane, and you're about to turn right. You're way much too far to the left. Get over a bit. If I had another car behind me, he'd be overtaking there. You've left much too much room around the roundabout. Now this is a genuine school zone which the car won't react to, so I'll do it. The speed limit is not 50, it's 40. Oh. Between the buses and the school zones. Bloody hell. Where are we going next? Oh, we're going to Malabar Beach. Why did you turn off the blinker? Why did you turn off the blinker when you were making a left turn? Oh no, another bus, look out. It's alright, we're travelling behind a bus, but once we pass the bus, then the car implements the new 40 speed limit, like it's about to do now. And notice there that the lights weren't flashing. Read the 40 sign off the back of a bus again, please fix this. Right, where are we going? We're going right onto Beecham Road and then left onto Anzac Parade. Left lane, please. Thank you. Turning left onto Anzac Parade. School zone ahead. I will knock the speed down. School zone. School zone. That was the end of the school zone. What will it do? Still had the speed limit of 60 and didn't change the max speed because it thought there was no change to the speed limit. Now, it's showing us doing a U-turn down here when we get to Malabar Beach. I wonder if that's entirely necessary. What speed limit have I got here? We're in a school zone still. God. I wish it would get these speed limits right. It shows the 40 with a little clock beside it, which would normally indicate a school zone, but it doesn't knock down the max speed. But not that it always does that. It often gets that wrong. Right, end of school zone. What will it do? That's gone. That's still at 40. Okay, knock that up to 50. There we go, there's Malabar Beach on the left. How about if I just turn in here and give you a look at Malabar Beach? And then we can restart FSD with a reverse out of a parking area. There we go, Malabar Beach. There's actually the beach itself is just up here behind these bushes. You can't quite see it from here. Anyway, let's say continue trip. And now it's good. Now we're not doing a U-turn, we're heading down this street. That's good. Okay, FSD enabled. What will we do? We're not doing anything. Let's touch the accelerator. Wait till this car's gone. A BYD. Don't want to run into a BYD, do we? Okay, no, I don't want to go forward. Hey. Don't you know? Should be reversing out of a parking spot. It's trying to go forward into the pole that's directly in front of the car. Let me just go into reverse and move away from this pole. And then see what FSD does. Hold for neutral. I don't want it neutral. No, not doing anything. Oh, I'll have to do this bit. Nope. He's worn out. Okay, now we're away. This looks like a quiet little area. It'll be a pleasant place to live. Stop at the stop sign. You can go now. Okay, there's one car just reversing out of the way. There's a van coming down, but he's gone left. Another stop sign, but we're going straight. Can we turn right there? Yes, we can. Now we go left onto Anzac Parade. Not sure if I would have gone through that range. Next stop. Oh, next stop is La Perouse. Oh, that was a school zone too. Oh, God. That's Long Bay Correctional Complex on the left there. And just here on the left is a psychiatric prison hospital, or a prison psychiatric hospital. I Ubered one of the nurses there one year or two back, and she was telling me about it. But yes, like there, I just turned left from a side street onto a main road. There's no immediate sign that you're in a school zone, unless I missed one back on the side street. Maybe I'll go back and have a look at the video, see if there was a school zone sign in the side street, which I missed. I did miss the school zone sign in the side street, but the Tesla did also. We really need for Tesla to do much better mapping of school zones and correct the time that school zones apply. I think some of the problem here is that they've got the timing wrong. Also, keep in mind that in version 14, Elon and Tesla have removed the driver's ability to adjust the maximum speed. And that means that they really have to get speed limits correct before they release version 14. In Australia and New Zealand, we can't get away with exceeding the speed limit to the extent that they routinely do in the United States. Right, we're in the suburb of Perouse, and there's a museum over here on the right. That's the South Pacific or Tasman Sea out there. There's Bear Island straight ahead. It was a military fortification during earlier days. This is Botany Bay over here. And that's the end of FSD's destination, so I'll see where he takes us. So that's Botany Bay. Roughly straight ahead would be Brighton Le Sands, as it's called. And somewhere over there we've got really busy container terminal over here, and just past that there is Sydney Airport. Yeah, don't panic, we'll end the trip there. So I'll just have a quick look here on the map. So we're here on the north head of the entrance to Botany Bay. There's Botany Bay. All this area here is all container terminal. Really busy these days. There's Sydney Airport there, and there's the Port Hacking River goes up this way, and Cronulla is another one of the Sydney famous beaches. Oh, sorry, is that Port Hacking? No, is that Georges River there, I think, isn't it? I think that's Georges River there, and Port Hacking River is here. I think that's right. Anyhow, and this area out here is Cornell. I'm not sure if the refinery used to be a busy refinery there. Not sure if it's still there. Okay. Well, that was it. It was from FSD 13.2.9, taking us from where was it? Well, let me find the name of it again. Hornby Lighthouse, Watson's Bay. From Watson's Bay down the coast via a couple of the beaches down to Perouse. Here we go. Where are we? There we are. Oop, not there. Now I've lost Perouse. There we go. There's Perouse. So, hope you enjoyed the drive. That was, 57 minutes on the clock now. Hope it wasn't too long. I hope it was interesting for you. Anyway, if you've been watching, thank you for watching. And as they say, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next video.